Hey, what's up? Welcome to Degen Ed. That's degenerative education, meaning none of this is financial advice. Just me having fun looking at charts, like the chart behind me, which is of American Airlines, ticker symbol AAL. And so there are a few things that I want to go over with this. One is that there are a number of gaps to the downside that have recently been created. One was created between November 1st and 2nd. With a high on the 1st of 1122 and a low of 1128 on November 2nd. So that gap might be filled. That's the lowest gap of the three that I have shown here. There's another gap that was created on, or I guess following November 2nd, which had a high of 1147, then gapped up, some sideways consolidation over the next week of trading, and a low of, 1151 on November 10th. So there's a gap now between 1147 and 1151. Just recently, actually today as I'm recording this on November 14th, there was a gap up from the close of the high of, 1189 on November 13th to a low of 1204 on November 14th. So there's that gap now between 1189 and 1204. So those are three gaps to be paying attention to that could result in some potential downside. And I also want to point out this key level that is the high of November 8th, which was $12.27. That's where I have this red or pink line at the top of that wick. And the reason why I have that marked is because that was a topping tail. And because, while the day following, November 9th, there might have been an open higher than the close of November 8th, there was a big red candle, a pretty significant drop, and this high of 1227 has not been tested until November 14th. Today, as I'm recording this, the high was $12.30, so the wick did pierce 1227. However, it did not close above 1227. So this topping tail, this peak is still in play, and it will be in play until there is a close above it. So until then, expect some downside, such as filling some of these gaps that I have outlined here. However, it is possible that it could open up green, gapping up again tomorrow. So that is something to consider. But with all these gaps to the downside, you want to be considering that downside. But with that being said, there is some potential upside, a good amount of potential upside, especially with this gap that was formed between September 12th and September 13th, with a range from $13.73 to $14.08. So there is some potential upside, but there's also risk with that, as with anything. And so if you found this video helpful, make sure you like it, let me know in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and happy trading.